So for tequila fans, the Paloma is a great alternative cocktail to the margarita. Basically a blend of tequila, grapefruit soda with a couple of extras. So to make what I call a traditional kind of Paloma recipe, we simply take your favorite tequila, what have you got? I think a nice Reposado works for this. I'm gonna go 45 ml, 1.5 ounces of tequila. And then going 15 ml of agave. This is obviously Monin's, but of course you go to the supermarket and just get agave nectar. But the Monin one is lovely. The difference between syrups and nectars, these are long life and shelf stable sort of thing. So we're going 15 ml, half an ounce of agave in there. You know, fresh lime juice, but we sell the long life shelf stable ODK stuff. So 15 ml of lime juice just to give it that sort of nice citrusy balance. Pink, I like pink grapefruit because you can't really get yellow, white grapefruit, whatever it's called. So pink grapefruit's really easy to get in the UK. 90 ml, I'm going for this. Traditionally double the amount of grapefruit, or what I like to do, double the amount of grapefruit to alcohol essentially. So let's do 245. So 45 and 45 of pink grapefruit. Obviously, we're not going to shake the soda water, so we give that part of the cocktail a proper nice shake. And then to serve up, I've got a nice highball glass. I've done some rim. This is some green salt that we obviously sell here at Drink Stuff. I'm just going to pour it straight in the glass, but about 30 ml. Let's measure it just to be super accurate. About 30 ml of soda water, just to give it that little bit of length, not too much. And then we're simply just going to strain this into a glass. And this is like what I like to think of a traditional Paloma. All right. And then just to garnish up, I've got one of the ODK. You can sort of see them behind there. There you go. The ODK sort of dehydrated grapefruit just going in there. And that's just a delicious, traditional, I've never been to Mexico, but I'm going to call this a sort of traditional Paloma recipe. And that is a gorgeous, refreshing, like the lime with the fresh grapefruit. My palate's changed. I really do love fresh grapefruit these days. Pink grapefruit, love it, adore it. But grapefruit and tequila, we know that works super well. The agave just coming through just to sort of sweeten up slightly. That is possibly one of the most refreshing drinks you can have during the summer or all year round. It's a banging cocktail. Now, it's so good. Before I go on to show you some riffs and stuff, there is obviously one simple way to make this even quicker and even easier, and that's with products like Ting. Ting is available, I would say, most supermarkets these days. Never, it's kind of like in Tesco's where I go, it's always in like the world foods aisle with the old Jamaica ginger beer, that kind of area. But really easy to get. I see it in Sainsbury's, I see it in Morrison's, Asda. Ting is like a grapefruit soda, so you kind of just swap out the grapefruit juice and the soda water for Ting. Now, this is a little bit tartar, so you could omit the lime juice if you wanted to, but I do think the agave nectar does work exceptionally well with that. Is that the right way around for the close-up? There we go, so you can see it. Now, the best bit, obviously, about the Ting is that you don't need to shake it because there's no juice. So if you're just doing sort of tequila and Ting, and maybe the agave, you could just stir it into a highball. But I do think if you're using the juice, do give it a shake. And possibly if you are kind of using a bit of lime juice, but you could squeeze lime juice in if you're using Ting. But as I say, I do prefer that proper sort of grapefruit taste from the juice. In its own right, this is an absolute belter of a cocktail. Don't take my word from it. Honestly, make it, try it for yourselves. Let me know what you think. It doesn't need any riffing up or any pimping, but you guys know me pretty well. I love to pimp and riff drinks up. So coming up are 7 quality riffs that I think you should try at home for the Paloma. Now I'm going to make a couple of these up, not all 7, but I'm going to make a few up for the guys in the office there. But just to talk you through the first one, I think you can do exactly the same recipe as what I've just done, but swap the agave nectar out for something like Monin's strawberry fruity mix puree, or the ODK. Hopefully you can see that there. Yeah, you'll see that there on the camera. The ODK, something a bit thicker. You could use Monin's syrup. I haven't actually got the syrup here, but I'll tell you what I have got in front of me. We've got the pink grapefruit syrup there. So you could even do a riff with the pink grapefruit, but I'm talking Monin's strawberry. So you could kind of go strawberry there, but I think the puree gives it that little bit of texture. So a strawberry Paloma, Just replacing the agave with that, I think, is your first riff. Now for the second riff, I am going to make up for you, and I've just quickly sort of started this. So in here already I have the tequila, but 30 ml of tequila this time, and that'll become apparent why in a second. I've got the grapefruit juice and I've got the lime juice. I've omitted the agave nectar at this precise moment, because I want to show you two products. Now, so this blood orange, a blood orange Paloma, I absolutely adore. If you're going for the blood orange syrup, which is a damn sight easier for most of you to get and cheaper, I would do a straight swap for the agave nectar for this. So 15 ml of that instead of the agave nectar. However, what I've brought in from home, they're a local company to me, but they are actually on the likes of Master of Malt and Whiskey Exchange and all those sort of people. Their Cranes are famous for their cider, cranberry cider. They make this, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a cranberry and a blood orange liqueur, and this works exceptionally well. So that's why I've done 30 ml of booze for this. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, it's 17%. So I'm just going for 30 ml. So I'm doing 30 ml of liqueur and 30 ml of tequila in that. So we've got a little bit extra. And I will just do a tiny, tiny little drizzle of agave in there. Probably about 7.5 ml, just to give it that little bit extra of sweetness. So that's the Cranes. As I say, that's my personal stash from home, but the blood orange Monin would be exceptionally lovely, gorgeous. I've used that stuff time and time again. This is actually my bottle from home because I can see the brown paint from where I painted the studio last year. So brown paint, good hard fast shake. And then we do exactly the same thing. This time I've rimmed up because I've gotten to do product videos. This is actually sugar, but I've got red rimming sugar. You can get salt in the sugar in all different colours from drink stuff. So I'm going in about 30 ml in there again of soda water. And then we just do exactly the same thing. Just single strain into a highball glass. Lovely. And then if they're in season, blood orange, nice wedge of blood orange on top there. You could even go normal orange, but again, I've got a dehydrated grapefruit just to rock on top there. And that is a blood orange Paloma, if you like, or blood orange and cranberry in this case, but if you use a syrup, blood orange Paloma. Stunning. The blood orange, the little bit of cranberry, that extra orangey kick with the grapefruit, stunning. Love it, absolutely adore that. Quite happily drink that all day long. Now I'm not going to show you riffs 3, 4, 5 and 6, but do stay tuned for number 7, because number 7 I'm going to make and I'm looking forward to tasting that. I've got high hopes for it. So the third riff, another very easy one. Again, you know what I showed you with the ting a minute ago? And I should have done this at the same time really. But all right, this is Aldi's, but I'm talking Lilt, that pineapple and grapefruit soda. So again, we kind of omit the juice and the soda water. We use something like this. I like Aldi. I call it Aldi fake Lilt, I call it. That's what it is, tropical blast. But Lilt, all that sort of stuff, it is delicious. That extra little pineapple kick, excuse me, in the Paloma, honestly, with tequila, is amazing. So that's your third riff. Which order should we go for? Your fourth riff. These next three are all about just swapping that agave nectar out. So we keep the tequila, we keep the grapefruit juice, we keep the lime juice, we keep the soda water, we keep those 4 things. We swap the agave nectar out, ginger. Ginger for that, ginger, the lovely bit of kind of feistiness, really, really goes well with tequila. So that's number 4. In the same vein, I've done this time and time again, but chili and tequila is amazing. So again, with the grapefruit, so again, we just, you know, we do the tequila, we do the grapefruit juice, we do the lime juice and the soda water, chili syrup, and Monin have got different versions of this, but I'm going William Fox's chili syrup in place of the agave nectar is spot on. So you've got an even feistier kind of Paloma, like a chili Paloma, if you like. And then number 6, melon. ODK's melon. So this is like, I think it's cantaloupe melon. I think that's cantaloupe melon. Doesn't actually say in there, it just says melon. I'm sure there's cantaloupe. It's not honeydew, so I'm sure it's cantaloupe melon. But this is very different to watermelon. Watermelon would work a treat as well, but melon, I'm going for a melon. So again, we swap this for the agave nectar. So tequila, grapefruit juice, melon, lime juice and the soda water. So for that, so we've got a melon Paloma, we've got a ginger Paloma, we've got a chili Paloma, and we've got a kind of a Paloma with that sort of lilt effect instead of ting. So then for riff number 7, I'm really excited to try this. I've never tried it, and I think this will work a treat. I've tried this combo in other drinks, but never, I'm going to say margarita. I've tried this as a margarita, but never with the addition of the grapefruit and the soda to lengthen it out as a Paloma. So I'm looking forward to this. This one is effectively going to be a pineapple and black pepper Paloma. So I've got in there already, I've got my tequila, I've got my grapefruit juice, same ratios, 45 tequila, 90 grapefruit juice. I've got 15 ml of lime juice in there. Haven't done the soda water yet. I'm omitting the agave. The first thing I want to do is, I've just got these, it's my ground, not ground, well, coarse sort of ground black pepper, if you like. So I'm just going to do a pinch of black pepper in the shaker. Not too much, maybe a little bit more than that. There we go, let's do that. And then, where's it gone? Monin's pineapple puree. And I'm going a little bit extra in this. I'm going to go for 30 ml. So 30 ml, and I'll give you a little close up while I'm pouring. This is Monin's pineapple puree. Absolutely delicious, this stuff. That's just going in there like that. So then all that's left to do is good, hard and fast shake, power shake. And then to serve up, I've prepped up another glass. I've got the green. They're quite expensive, these, but they are worth it. You get a decent sized pack with it. I was going to get like a yellow pack as well, but for that, we don't need to worry. Green sugar rim, salt rim, this is. So the red is sugar actually, and the green is salt. Look at that. Little bit for the bar top, obviously. We haven't done that for a while. What's this taste like? Oh, wow. That's the best one of the day. Pineapple and grapefruit. I've already mentioned that in the lilt. But that little bit of black pepper coming through, that is flipping delicious. Now, of course, there are plenty of other directions you could go in for this. Another one for B, I know rosemary works quite well with tequila and grapefruit. So rosemary, I thought I had rosemary syrup here, but so that'll be another one. But what I want to know from you guys, in the comments below, if you were going to riff up the Paloma, what would you do? What direction would you go in?